to be signed, trying to be a millionaire. How I used 2 lifelines in the same hospital.
I'm
Kanye,
leaving this
Yeezus,
up so
Black
y'all can
Buzzes,
see. This is when he was
F2.
19. You see he had the cute little jaws right there. He had that little smile. He had that little smile that just wins your heart. Anyway, so we on to his career right now. Kanye began his early production career in the mid-1990s, creating beats primarily for burgeoning local artists in the Chicago area. So basically, can you believe that he was a producer first? He had to beg Damon Dash to let him, but not beg Damon Dash. He was trying to get a record deal. They wanted him to make the music, but they ain't believe in his voice. His voice, that voice that led us, that voice that bought through that sound. We might not have had a taste of that. Anyway, he received his first official production credits at the age of 19 when he produced 8 tracks on Down to Earth, the 1996 debut album of Chicago-based underground rapper Grave. In 1998, West was the first producer signed to the management production company Hip Hop Sense. 1978, Kanye acted as a ghost producer for Def Dot. Hold on, y'all, because my right name. My bad, y'all. It's Derek D. Angeletti. Okay, and the management production company Hip Hop since 1978. So he was the first person to be the 1996 debut Chicago underground rapper Grave signed to production since 1978. So he was breaking through stuff, like breaking barriers, breaking changes since he came out. Basically everything Kanye been doing since he came out has been something original. He has been a trendsetter since he started. Okay, I have to get that out there because everybody talk about him and he's all in the media. But let's not remember what we said. Remember where you came from, so you know where you're going. You always got to be able to look back to see where you came from, to see you had improvements. And this man has had improvements. Psychologically, he's going through some things. Y'all know that. Y'all know he's going through some things. We'll touch on it. Okay, so due to his associated with Angeletti, Kanye was not able to release a solo album, so he formed the Go-Getters, a hip-hop group with fellow Chicago natives GLC, Timmy G, Really Doe, and Aerostar. The Go-Getters independently released their first and only studio album, World Record Holders, in 1999 through Kanye's company, Con Man Production. He also produced the 3rd track on Foxy Brown's 2nd studio album, China Doll, in 1999. He done had a hand in all these people. All these people. He done been working behind the scenes with all these people. Album by a female rapper to peak atop the U.S. Billboard 200 charts. So he done been out there. In 2000, West began production for artists on Rockefeller Records as an in-house producer. So that's how you know he got connected with Jay-Z. He got connected with Jay-Z in 2000. You can look at them right now. These two had a bromance. And he was so cute with his jaw. But they had a bromance. This is the Kanye that was close to Jay. Kanye very passionate. Y'all know how he is. Kanye is often credited with revitalizing Jay-Z's career with extensive contributions to his album, The Blueprint. The Blueprint? Yeah, that basically. And Kanye has worked for popular people like Beanie Siegel, Freeway, Ludacris, Alicia Keys, and Janet Jackson. So he done had a hand in all of these artists. All of them. The entire time Kanye was helping everyone build their careers, he was still struggling to become a rapper. So he had an ear for sound, but he couldn't get on no deal. Several people turned him down. Several record labels turned Kanye West as an artist due to his good boy image. They thought he was too good. You see how society do it? They did the same thing to Lil Nas X. Now, Lil Nas X out here, he being in the band, he felt like his people would be funny about it. They want you to be all hardcore when half the thugs out there soft as cake pies, okay? Including labels like Capitol Records. Damon Dash eventually signed Kanye to keep him from being signed by other labels. Thank God Damon did, okay? Now we're gonna go on to the car accident real quick, which I did get a couple of. He was at the studio when he had that car accident, and let me get that because I had to do that because you see that right there. Kanye and Jay-Z had a very tumultuous relationship. They had a bromance. And when Kanye got mad, when Kanye get mad at people, that's why he stood for Beyonce the way he did. He stood for Beyonce because he loved Beyonce, and he was cool with Jay-Z, and in his eyes, nobody was better than Beyonce. And she ain't said nothing about him yet. Beyonce, I love you. Let me, y'all. Scratch that. Take it off the record. All hail Queen B. All hail Queen B. All hail Queen B. I'm a Beyonce fan. 2002, Kanye had a car accident on October 23rd of 2002 at around 3 a.m. after falling asleep at the wheel. He had been producing songs for Beanie Sigel, the Black Eyed Peas, Crack earlier that night. I guess the rapper's name is Crack. The subsequent crash in West Hollywood caused Kanye to suffer nasal fractures and a broken jaw that was shattered in 3 places. Let me say something. Kanye was 19 when he started, but I don't think Kanye has ever really known struggle financially. I'm just going to say that I think he was a privileged kid. Based upon his mother, his father, 19 in Hollywood, that's why he is the way he is. And that's why the rappers was like, oh, you ain't hard enough. Chapley. After being rushed to the hospital, and God showed them with this. After being rushed to the hospital, he received surgery on his jaw that had to be wired shut for 3 weeks. After only 2 weeks of recovery at the Cedars Hospital, he started recording his verses for Through the Wire with his jaw wired shut. Kanye acknowledged how he took the scary incident and turned it into one of his defining moments of his career. Kanye stated, "My face looks crazy to me now, but I have to just thank God for the situation that I'm in. The incident was supposed to break me, but look how it exploded." Through the Wire changed Kanye's life. So you remember now, they said he was too soft. He was a schoolboy, but he was producing beats by people who we was juking to. Okay? So he could make the music for the Roughnecks, but he wasn't rough enough. But when he went through this car accident, baby, and got everything taken, because you can pass at any moment, okay? I don't know what these little Roughnecks think they doing, because they swear up and down, they so soft, but they ain't so, they act like they so hard, but they ain't hard. They don't do nothing but cause ruckus. He survived an incident. And came back 10 times stronger, baby. Through the Wire was the song that I heard. You remember he took, what her name is? Through the Wire, through the wind. Brilliant, okay? Okay, in 2003, Kanye produced the College Dropout and Late Registration. Kanye recorded the remainder of the album in Los Angeles while recovering from the car accident. I want to show you some of the cute pictures. So adorable. That is too cute. His jaw, that looks like his spirit changed too. If you look in his eyes, it looked like his spirit changed during that time as well. 2007 to 2009, Kanye recorded Graduation, 808, and Heartbreak at the VMAs. Kanye's third album, Graduation, was released in September of 2007. The album debuted at #1 on the U.S. Billboard 200 charts and selling 957,000 copies in his first week. What I want to say is, through my research, Kanye always drops a #1. So much so that if he don't drop a #1, it's like, oh my God, Kanye didn't drop a #1. That is why he is idolized. And idolizing is sinful. But he is not worshipped as if he is God. I don't believe he think he's God. I don't think Kanye has delusions of grandeur. I think Kanye tapped in like a mug. I think Kanye tapped all the way into himself. Now, he is on some drugs, but he tapped in. Okay? The next video we're going to finish briefing over his career, and his mother passed in 2004. So, no, I'm sorry. She passed in 2007, and we're in his 2007 timeline, but there was something he said about her in 2004 that I'm going to open up the next video with. And then we're going to go ahead and open up with that and brief over him so we can get to his wives. Ciao.